Hi. It's been a while since my last video, but it's because I'm dealing with problems with my wheelchair. Um, hold on a second. Okay. Um, well, as I told you before, I use a powered wheelchair, and for the last 3 days, it's been losing the battery too fast. So I haven't been able to be in it like all day like I usually am. And so I've been more concerned about that than uh, videos and everything else. So okay. The title is Women in Movies Part 2. Because I I watch a lot of movies like during the week and sometimes on the weekend between football games. So, uh, yeah, okay. Um, so I watched It Could Happen to You with Nicolas Cage and Bridget Fonda and Rosie Perez. Those were the three main people, and then everybody else underneath it was supporting. Okay, so the basic thing is that Nicolas Cage plays a cop, and he's married to Rosie Perez, who plays Muriel, a hairdresser in New York, like Queens, New York. So, okay, but so uh, he gets a lottery ticket because his wife Muriel tells him, you know, you got to get a lottery ticket. We're gonna win. So he gets the numbers wrong because he's she told him to play their anniversary and he got the date of the anniversary wrong. But if he had played the numbers his wife wanted him to play, then they wouldn't have won because they got married on the 27th and he put 26 as a number, and 26 was one of the numbers that came up. So they won $4 million in the lottery. Okay? But then he meets this waitress played by Bridget Fonda, and he doesn't have money for the tip. So he says, you know, we're partners in the lottery. If I win anything, I'll give it to you. I'll give you half. So, and of course, he wins. So the next day he comes by the diner where they met, and he gives her $2 million. And at first she doesn't want to take it, but she takes it. And his wife is mad at him because she's like, how dare you give money to a perfect stranger? You know, yada, yada, yada. So, turns out she likes, oh, and then in the first scene of the movie, like ever, she's complaining to one of her customers about the fact that her husband is a cop and she wishes that he would be in a more lucrative career. Okay? And she's like, I need money. So when they get the $2 million, she starts spending. They go to like all the fancy stores and she buys everything. Okay. So then um she then what happens is she gets mad because she's convinced that he's having an affair with the waitress, which he's not. But his wife thinks he is. So then she kicks him out of the house. And he decides to spend some money and stay at the Plaza Hotel. Now, on the other side, the waitress, his name is Yvonne, decides to stay at the plaza as well because her husband has decided to come back home, and because he has the idea of this is my house too, so I can come and live there, which he can, but anyway. So then they meet again at the plaza and they get together and whatever. And then after that, okay, so his wife wants a divorce. So then the whole thing comes out and she wants all the money. So basically, she bankrupts them both because she wants all the money for herself. Okay. Problem is that, well, she shouldn't have done that because it's not the right thing to do. But anyway, she meets and marries after she divorces him, this man who convinces her that he can make her even more money, and his name is Jack Gross. Okay? And then they end up, and then toward the end of the movie, like, they tell you what happens to all the people in the movie. So, Charlie, which is Nicolas Cage's character, he goes back to the force. And, so they were both good Samaritans. So all of New York gets together, gives them over $500,000. Okay. So they decide that he stays on the force. She's still a waitress in her cafe or diner or whatever. And then Muriel ends up marrying the guy who says he can give her money, but they end up divorcing her or whatever because he spends all the money. She ends up back in Queens as a nail in a nail salon. So it just goes to show karma. I'm sorry about my hair. Like when you wear the headset, it just messes up the hair. But okay, and then I got this a triple romantic comedy thing set, but I've already watched one of the movies over and over again. It's Sleepless in Seattle with Meg Ryan and Tom Hanks. You know the story, like everyone knows the story by now. And then this other one that I've seen a couple times, Only You, with Marissa Tomei and Robert Downey Jr. So that's why it's triple movie. But so yeah. I think my chair is better now, but I'm not gonna say 100%. I'm still hopefully gonna have a technician or somebody come by and check it out just to be absolutely sure, because yesterday, like I said, this has been going on for 3 or 4 days. And yesterday and the day before, I would hardly move and I would lose battery just sitting here. So, and I had the battery turned off, like the chair was turned off, and it would still lose battery. So, I don't know. Yeah. So, hopefully that'll figure out. Oh, and then, while I'm thinking about it, okay, a couple of scores for you. Let's see. Oh, Georgia won 26-22. It's a real nail biter. I actually thought they weren't going to win this week. And who was it? I think LSU won. The reason why I don't know is because I don't know the times. Like, usually it's 12, 3:30, and 7:30, or something like that. And some of the games they have on different places, so I don't always know what network to look at. And then Atlanta Falcons, they played today, but I don't know if we won or lost because I was watching it, but I was waiting for the other game. So I only saw like 4 games the whole weekend. But hopefully I'll get back to like watching 3 games or whatever a day. So then I can give you more scores. Um, okay. Hope everybody is good. Uh, I'll probably post another video in a couple days or something. I don't know. Because there's a lot of movies I could talk about, but I try to focus on just one or two so I don't confuse people. Okay.